Yo, TVG Gorilla Gaming back in the building. Alright guys, I was going to do this 2 nights ago after the pay-per-view. I was so bummed out that Masvidal didn't win. I was really rooting for him. I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I called it. I said either Usman's going to make it real boring and hold him down and hold him against the fence, or I actually was hoping that Masvidal was going to catch him 3rd round KO. Started off with, I even called this, I said, when Usman's holding Masvidal against the cage, Masvidal's going to do that same slick elbow, and like he did against Diaz. When Usman was holding him against the cage, hurt him, started off from there, then finish him. But it didn't happen the way I wanted it to. But guys, I wanted to do this reaction to the UFC 4 trailer. I realize I'm a couple days late, probably won't get a lot of views on this. But those who have already subscribed to me, guys, I can't wait for this game to come out because I'm going to be... I'm going to play this game so much. I can't wait to stream it. I did get to see this trailer while I was at the fights. I was at B-Dubs, but you guys know how it is. There's people talking, and I didn't even really realize they were playing it, you know, for the first few seconds, so I didn't get to see the whole thing. Really, I didn't get to hear it for sure. It's so loud and you know, those kinds of places. But I'm going to go ahead and play this. Enough talking. And I just, you know, I can't wait. I just can't wait. Here we go. Yeah, baby.
Did I have fights in the street? Yeah, but that was many years ago. Fighting with people trying to take my head off.
Teenage Wasteland.
My safe zone.
Oh, that's from Bloodsport. Or no, not Bloodsport, but Kickboxer. Hey, look, a little fact. I don't want to be one of the people that pauses it every 5 seconds doing a reaction video, but a little fun fact about myself. I started in the backyard, the grass fights, the Kimbo style and Jorge style. You know, when I was 16, 17, we literally, if you guys ever seen that Never Back Down movie, that was my high school, and I orchestrated them all. You know, we would just, you know, you think you're tough, let's get it, and recorded them in the grass. But we used MMA gloves. We were barefoot, you know. We didn't do a bare knuckle, but we were doing it before it was cool. So this is just such a cool, for me especially, from coming from backyard fights, this is so sick to see this. So I'm going to start this over, man. This is awesome. I got like a nostalgia feeling from this right now. Especially because I love that song too. Little known fact too, oh my bad. Little known fact too, if you ever go to UFC Live, they actually, that's the song they play. You only know that if you go there live because they don't show it on the pay-per-view, but they have like the opening highlights is the background song is Teenage Wasteland by The Who. I'm pumped. I've only seen 10 seconds.
Did I have fights in the street? Yeah, but that was many years ago. Fighting with people trying to take my head off.
I used to get more nervous for fights in the backyard because everybody from school came for my real game fight.
It's mixed martial arts. We are the artists.
This is so sick. That's from the Van Damme kickboxing movie, guys.
This isn't for everyone. Some people, they run away. And some people fight.
This is gonna be good. Yo, I cannot wait to play this game. It looks really similar with the gameplay, just, you know, took it up a notch. UFC 3 they did right, man. I'm so glad EA Sports took over. Guys, I'm so old, I remember playing Throwdown. That was like back in like 2002, 2004 maybe.
There's 2 different artists trying to impose their will on the canvas.
He's in a really bad situation here. He might have to tap.
Do they keep fighting?
I hope they change the ground game a little bit. That's one thing I'll say. I prefer the stand-up so good. I wish they bring parries back too. They really need to bring back parries. UFC 2.
I'm still me at the end of the day.
I'll say.
I'm gonna do this my way or no way.
Just imagine this.
Man, this looks so sick. I'm
It's the
excited.
true crossover of combat sports.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I heard about this. They're putting Fury and Anthony Joshua.
To the UFC.
That's gonna be fun. You know everybody's gonna be picking them. But look, guys, the couple things that I didn't like in UFC 3 is their parrying's gone, right? Like they got a lot of things right. Like I always say this because, and I don't want to sound like some know-it-all. Oh, each things because he fought before he has to teach everybody something. But like honestly, the stand-up game is pretty spot on, man. I mean, they got a lot of it right this time. I mean, it was so technical UFC 3. If somebody jabs at you, you can, slip, counter, 2, 3. You can do whatever you want. It's like a real fight. You can roll under a punch if you want to. It's really meticulous and realistic. But one thing that they didn't do that they had in UFC 2, and I think people abused it, that's why they took it out, is parrying. That's day one stuff, guys. I mean, if somebody jabs at you, you slip. That's day one stuff. You can pull. You can slip the right hand. The head movement, right? Duh. But parrying punches is just as simple. Somebody jabs at you, you parry the shot. You could parry and come over the top. You know what I mean? Look at Lomachenko in boxing. He'll pull down your hand and then punch. So you got to be able to parry somehow. They got to fix that. And UFC 2, I believe it was like L1 and flick it or something. But they made it so like dramatic that like if somebody head kicked you, you could just push their leg out the way, and you had like a whole 3-second counter window. I think people were abusing that, and I think that's why they took it out. But they need to add the parrying back in. That's the only thing really I can think of off the top of my head that I would add back in that they took out for UFC 3. I'd like to see parrying back in the game. But the ground game, I'm not the biggest fan of the ground game on UFC 3. I I like how much they added in, and it's really realistic, right? There's a lot of stuff you can do in it, but as far as the controls and how you do it, I feel like it's like playing thumb war sometimes. So if you're trying to really strike with somebody and they take you down, they can just sit there and, for instance, if I try to pass and you block my transition in UFC 3, your stamina just gets zapped. That's not realistic. That doesn't happen in real life. If I got you in side control and I go to mount you and you push my knee and I don't get to get mount and you keep me from mounting you, I don't get all zapped and tired. That's not realistic. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 15 years. That's not how it works. And of course, there's little things in the game that they're not going to be able to do. Like, for instance, wrist control. That's the number one thing on the ground is wrist control. If somebody goes to choke you, you get their hands. You gotta fight the hands. There's little things like that that they're not going to be able to put in the game. I don't think ever. Like there's just little things here and there. So it's a game, but parrying would be the number one thing that I would definitely put back in the game. And anyway, guys, thanks for watching this. I don't talk too much, but it looks fun. I can't wait. If you've already subscribed to my channel, my PSN is TVG_Gorilla. Be sure to hit me up on PSN. I can't wait to stream this game. As soon as it comes out, I'm going to get it the first day. I'll be streaming the first day. But it looks great. It looks fun, man. That's it. TVG Gorilla Gaming signing out, guys. God bless you guys.